Hi guys, welcome. If you're new to my channel, I hope you're here to stay. Subscribe, comment, follow me on my other social media and all that good stuff. So today's video is going to be on how I use stencils for my eyebrows. I'm going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills products today. You can get any stencils. I've even seen Wet n Wild stencils for your eyebrows, so you don't have to spend the money on this if you don't want to. But I have spent the money. I've had these for, I don't know, probably 2 years now. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how to use them. If they have quite a few in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 stencils in here for all sizes and shapes that you would like to create. Let's see, they have a full arch, they have a high arch, a medium arch, a slim high arch, and a petite arch. I think I'm going to be using the probably full arch if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, I will let you know in a few which one I end up picking. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna show you how to do this. I'll read what it says over here on the back. To determine ideal brow stencil shape, select the arch that fits the most of your natural brow hair through the cutout. Align chosen stencil with points 1 and 2. Let me show you with a brush, I guess. So it would be 1 and 2. So that's where I would align. When I choose one of these, that's where I would align this. And you're going to use a brush and a brow powder if you choose to blend the inside the cutout. Then you remove it, and then you either tweeze all the hairs that fall out of the stencil if your eyebrows seem to be bigger than the stencil. If they're thinner than the stencil, I guess you would just fill that in as best as you can to make it look like natural hairs. And that's pretty much it. So let's see. Yeah, it only shows you 1 and 2, but on the bottom it has another picture of the, I guess, where the arch would be. So the arch would be anywhere between the tip of your nose and the center of your eye as you're looking straight. Something like that. Okay, so I'm going to show you what the petite arch, I don't know if you can see that, petite arch would look like on my brow, which I think it's just way too small because my eyebrow is pretty full. So if I was to place, I don't know if you can see that as well, it does have the little 1, 2, and 3 lines. So here we go. Number 1 would be here by my nose. Number 2 would be at the end, and then at the center. If you can tell, my eyebrow, it's right under all that space, which I do not want my eyebrow to be this thin. So petite arch, no, not for me. So let's see, I'm gonna try the full arch and see how that one looks on me, because the slim arch is not gonna work for me either. Look at how thin that is. Again, my brow, it's right under all that, so no to that. Medium arch will pass on. So let's see the full arch. The full arch right here starts right there, the end, and towards this side of my nose. And then it's super long. That's what I have noticed. I don't think I want my eyebrow to end all the way over here. Do you see where mine ends? But this one ends like all the way over here, if you can see that. So let me try the high arch. I think the high arch is the one that I've used the most, or used to use the most, because I see some residue on it. So let's see if I'm correct. First point here, second point over here, which is perfect, and in the center. So yeah, the high arch would be my perfect stencil, if you can see that. It just fits perfectly in there. So this is what we're gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the high arch. So let's start by combing the hairs out. And I'm going to be using the Anastasia Dipbrow in dark brown. And you can use whatever. You can use a powder, you can use a pencil, or a pomade, whatever you like. I'm going to start doing the same thing I would do if I didn't have the stencil on, which is, you know, softly brushing in this pomade. And I'm gonna trace the bottom line. And then I'm gonna fill in. And it's gonna leave me a little gap right there because of this little line, but we can always just fill that in after we're done with the brow. Here, I'm just gonna go up a little bit because I don't want it to be too heavy. And I'm using whatever's left on the brush. All right, so let's see how that looks. You can see it's a little bit of a difference. It's not huge, at least not for me, but for you girls who have less eyebrow hair, I'm sure this would work awesome for you. I'm just gonna fill in that little gap that I told you about that the stencil leaves, which is that right there. I'm gonna fill that in. So let's do the same thing on the other brow. Okay, so all we do is flip it to the other side so it can match our brow. Again, we're gonna set it to where number 1 goes, all the way down to number 2. And let's see. Yep, that looks pretty good. All right, so the same thing. I'm gonna go in, hold it down with the Dipbrow pomade, and this is also an Anastasia little brush that came with, I don't even know what this, oh, this came with a waterproof brow product that I had bought as well. It's the powder one with the gel on the side. I don't even know if she still sells that. It's been that long. All right, so all I'm doing is filling this in, tracing the bottom just so it can be more precise. Same on the other end. It's so easy to use this stencil because all you're doing is filling in. Right, now I'm gonna remove it. You can see it's pretty filled in. I'm gonna fill in this little gap right here. And this is what my eyebrows look like right now. So obviously once you're done, it's probably not gonna be precise and exact. So you go in, you clean up, you fix whatever little mistakes that came out. If you had no mistakes, then that's awesome. You know, to clean up, I'm going to use the Benefit Boing. And I'm just going to clean up my eyebrows if you need to. Again, if you don't need to, then even better. If you want to be even more precise, you know, just go in with some concealer or whatever product you like to clean up. Wow, this one matches my color really good. I can't even tell. But all I'm doing is cleaning up any little mistakes. And if I have any little baby eyebrow hairs growing that I can't pluck yet, then they get covered by this. Also, if you want to do the top, if you want to clean up the top, you can totally do this at this point. This way your brows can look so much cleaner. don't know if you can notice the difference. Again, this shade is so close to, I'm gonna use the bottom one over here to see if it makes any difference, just so you guys can see what I'm doing. But before I say anything else, I wanted to let you know, again, for me, the high arch just worked so good because my brow fit in there so perfectly. But let's say you have a thick brow and you want to go smaller, then go in with, I don't know, the Petite Arch. Let's say your eyebrows grow too much and you just don't like how full they are. I personally love full brows. I'm not into the thin brows, but if you are, you can do something smaller because they're thinner, or the slim high arch. Let's say you want something like really, really thin. Like I showed you, a lot of my hair goes under this. So all you have to do is fill it in with anything white or anything lighter than your, obviously, eyebrow color. So if you have dark eyebrows or you have the blondish, obviously you're gonna go with something darker. That's what I would do personally. And if, since I have dark eyebrows, then I would go with something white or beige or anything, even a brow powder, a lighter brow powder. And whatever is not colored, then you would pluck out and you will get that shape or something close to it. And yeah, so let me do this side. I feel like I'm talking nonsense, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So now I'm gonna use the lighter side of this Benefit Boing Concealer because I feel like you can't really tell what I did on this side. See if this shows you. So all I'm gonna do is trace my brow right under, and I don't know, I can't see this one either. But I'm also pretty far from the mirror, so I'm like kind of guessing here. No, I can see this one a little bit better. It's more yellow. All I'm doing here is cleaning it up. And blend it down. You can have that sharp look. And the top as well. I don't normally make my brows this sharp because I'm more into the natural, supernatural look. But when I do go out or any special event that I want my brows to like stand out, then yes, I go all out and do something like this. And then just blend that out. And if you want to seal your brows down, I'm going to be using this Anastasia clear brow gel. You can use one with a shade if you want to. I just like using the clear one. And again, this step is really not necessary because I feel that the Dipbrow pomade sets the hairs and they pretty much stay where they need to be. But if you want to take that to the extra mile, then yeah, just go in with the brow gel and lock them in place. And that's it, you guys. You like my brows? I love them. That's it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on my other social media sites. Also watch my previous videos. And until next time, hugs and kisses. Bye.